Hey Nesters, this is me, Marie, coming to you with another view straight from the crow's nest. Hi Nesters, this is me, Marie, with another view from the crow's nest. This week my vlog is I'm asking the question, and it's a very simple question, but it also could be a very tough question. I'm asking, is it okay for a man to cry? Right? Is it okay for a man to cry? Is it okay for a man to show his sensitive side? Right? Or we only want, manly Stanleys in our society. Because if him cry, right, we're gonna think say man manly. Is that it? No, we think say maybe when the creator made man, because man's supposed to be the head, the leader, everything. The creator made this man so hard, so tough. So a lot of times a man is relegated to or compared to like a lion, and I say man a old dog, man rough, man tough, man and a sissy, man and a cake soap, man a cake soap, man and a powder soap, right? So we don't want the sissies in other society. So we don't want our men to be crying. No, when I say no man supposed to have ball every minute, When I say that, I'm going like say you're like him a little picnic, because if him do that right away the society, I go brand him and them gonna say, them a ball, so I'm going like him a girl, right? I want to tell you say, I have heard fathers telling them son, right, that them are going like them a girl and them ball too much and them are go to prison, and if them go to prison, them are get sexually assaulted. No, me want to know now. Why would a young lad aspire for go to prison for go get sexually assaulted by another man? Right? But let me say, right? This world is cruel, and a lot of things happen to our males without them even have to venture near a prison door. But I think that's maybe the father's way of telling his son that he feels he needs to be, a little bit tougher, and maybe that's his way of, him toughen him up to say, no ball so much, me not like that. But there's other ways how you could show that, right? Because harsh realities of prison, I don't know, that's just what it is. It's prison, it's not a bed of roses. And nobody would want for their family, nobody at all, that your greatest enemy. I think you want to go to prison for nobody go assault them in any kind of way, right? So if a young lad is gentle, no fathers not really, them look upon them with a kind of jaundice eye. Them, it's like them not really like that, because them probably want a Terminator style person for run the place. Man have to put on this strong thing all the while, because I think, as women, we probably put such burden on our males. But you know what? Some of them cause it upon themselves, because some of them chat too much and go on it too much, right? There was, a long time ago, this person, this is not a true story, because it's a like mythology, like them ancient Greek thing, right? Them have a god named Zeus. He was like the god of all gods. He was the mighty god of him roll thunder and do all kind of things. If anything Zeus say, I him say so, because Zeus are like the sun, and everybody else are like little planet where a circle around him. So this one named Atlas. Now got this Zeus. And trust me, Zeus put on a piece of crosses the pan poor Atlas, you see. Zeus get Atlas the world for carry upon him back. Cause Atlas the deer for go fight against Zeus. Look like him got shot. I don't know what him doing now. Him got, whatever him this Zeus with. Zeus never did take too kindly to it. So Zeus say, you know what I'm to you? You are gonna carry the burden of the world upon your back. But anyway, I could leave Zeus and Atlas right there. So I will come now and examine what happened in a desire world, right? We fast forward and examine the burden where man give themselves. Because I like I say what woman give man. But more time woman give man the burden for carry. At them give themselves the burden, right? Them put on a whole heap of stress upon themselves. Especially in the bedroom, had this so them put on stress upon themselves. You understand me? And sometimes the whole stress them put on themselves. When you check it out, cock mouth kill cock. Enough said about that, no pun intended. You understand me? Because when you hear some of them, the way them talk about, how them are going to murder sin thing, you have to wonder, how will the war they? I walk on there so we don't want to live for come another day. So the bedroom bully syndrome, them cause that upon themselves enough time and put on a whole heap of stress upon themselves. And man, men, let me tell you something. It's when you go on them way there, when you get graded. Yes, me I tell you, when you get graded. We gather in the coven. And you me tell you already what a coven is. A coven is a place where peer witch meet. So when witch meet, a peer brew, them a brew. And them are going to sit down and them are chatting and them are going to grade. Especially if them having a half as Mr. Braggadocio or Mr. Braggart. When not brag too much. So I say, because everything you have to talk about your conquest, well, them are going to grade you for making you know, say, you don't murder nothing, you don't win no war. You understand me? Because a bedroom is a place where secrets should be kept. That's what it is. They should not be traded like on the stock market. You understand me? So when you do all of that, you bring down every burden by yourself. And trust me, if you're soft, do man them I got chat say you're soft without you even shedding a tear. So sometimes it's good to be kind, to be gentle. You don't have to be rough, tough, you're going to kill, you're going to murder. You don't have to do all of that. We women were like kind, gentle giants too. And if you want to shed a tear now and then, even whatever time, it no matter. It just shows that you are emotional and that you are somebody. You understand me? We like that. You understand me? But I say, no, say, we want a man, we just get up on a ball. So, like my baby, right? So I'm going to put him in our lap and hush him and wipe him eye. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you get a little emotional at times, and I said emotional, we will comfort you. You understand me? And women, if he gets emotional at times, you can comfort him. Because him can't hurt too. He must smile the picnic, right? But remember, I say I not talk about no boo-hoo-hooing, right? So you're not going to no boo-hoo-hooing in a bottle of rum. The pirates, they done do that already from about 400 years ago, when them used to rob and thief and plunder, and them go sing and dance and say 40 men upon a dead man chest and bottle of rum and rate and whatnot. You understand me? So we don't want no boo-hoo-hooing minus the bottle of rum. You understand me? Because if you do that, it'll go come back, come haunt you. People are going to look at you like say, yeah, sissy. And, a matter of fact, we don't want a society full of sissy posts, right? So we're not going to pussyfoot around the matter, right? We're going to face the matter and say, you don't have to be a terminator all the time. Because women, let me tell you something. If a terminator you want, you will get terminator, right? Men, you can be strong, you can be virile, right? But we don't want it to cost the society, right? And when I say it costs in the society, we don't need a body where I go get up and be murderous and all of that. We don't need that, right? We can bypass all of that, right? We want a man, if because usually women look towards men, no matter what we say, we will defend our honor, right, to the max. But still, like I said, we don't want a terminator where I go just be as somebody look upon you or whatever. Them want to murder, them want to kill them, and we all look upon hey boy and all of that. We don't really need that, right? We don't want the brashness and the coarseness and the gross insensitivity. You understand me? So, let me say, you don't have to be crying all the while, right? We don't want that. We don't want that. And because we don't want it come in like, and we don't want a body where look like them a fuel pan testosterone all the time. You don't have to be no Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? You don't have to be no Brutus, right? But listen, like I say, sensitive. So I come back again. The $1 million question is a man supposed to cry? I'm going to answer that honestly. Do we want kind, gentle giants, right? That show their softer side, right? I'm not talking about being effeminate, no, right? And then again, if somebody is effeminate, maybe that is them. Maybe that is what they are. So you accept them for what they are, right? Because not because they crying. whatever that, it could be something that is psychological and emotionally wrong with them, why this person is crying. Maybe if you get to the bottom of it, you will find out that there is more to this person than that they are showing. So if you spend some time and you talk, this is what you might find out. So back in the days again, them would have them says a society of women with them called Amazons, right? And these women were said to be very strong. Them need no man to defend them. Them defend themselves. Them just live by themselves. No man enough for them world. But here what now, there was a drawback. So once a year they had to visit a neighboring community where man did there for procreate. That's what means say in order to bring life, they had to go visit men, right? So what I'm trying to say is that no matter how strong we think we are and how independent we think we all need each other. Because once they went and got with these men, they got pregnant and had the children, but they weren't good mothers. I would say they weren't good mothers, or maybe they were selective. Now let me say this: they were selective in their parenting skills because they didn't care about the boys' children them. So what them do? Them practice male infanticide. That means say them kill off the boy, picnic them. Something like that happening in other societies, but it's women who get the brunt of it, where girl babies are killed because of some other societal things were going on where them have to say when them go get married, them have to appear dowry and all of them things. So that's a whole another story. Really not in this topic about if it's okay for a man to cry. So what I'm going to say, right? There are times that are acceptable when society think that it's okay for a man to cry, and they won't berate them for it. They won't look down upon them and think say like me say them a sissy and whatever. The times are like, say for instance, even say a police officer, a soldier, maybe a doctor, anybody in any profession that probably have a squaddy, a party where him and them, a role and all of that. And not even that with even them have a role. Maybe just knowing them, sometimes just hearing a story too. And because of how the person might have got killed or the person lost their life, it depends on how they lost their life, that's what I should say. A man will get sensitive and cry and say, boy, Jah no star. That really shouldn't happen, Jah no star. The man just drop out a way. You understand me? So, a man will cry in circumstances like those, and society won't fault him for that. Another time when a man will cry and society won't fault him for it is like maybe at the birth of his child, especially if you witness that child being born. And when him take a stock, when he looks at the life that he has created with his partner, yeah, man will cry for them things there. You understand me? It, get very, very sensitive and cry. Another time when a man will cry too is if he has a pet, and the pet die, because like the cliche say, especially a dog being a man's best friend. And because if you have a dog, and you leave that dog at home and you're gonna work the whole day, and when you come home, that dog is so faithful. I know that for one, dogs are very faithful. That dog is so faithful, that dog will be at the door. Because it's like them have a clock in them. Them know exactly what time you're going to be home. And by the time you put that key in that latch and try to open that door, that dog will be there just ready for greet you and jump up on you and wag him tail and all that stuff. You're going to miss that dog if that dog dies. Cats too, they will purr, they will go on and just walk and wag them tail, them like a sexy walk and all of that. You understand me? And if that pet dies, of course you will miss that pet. Another time, another reason again that a man will cry and society really no look upon him in a kind of way. Say you're at the altar waiting for your blushing bride to walk down the aisle, right? You see her come, on her father's arm, ready to give her to you. Yeah, man. And when you look how beautiful she look, and when she reach and you go tell her, say, you look wonderful and all of that. Yeah, man, and you do your vows and all of that. Tears will come in your eye. Society not fault you for that. You understand me? I want to tell you, say, man, me I tell you, say, you not for be so hard upon yourself, Come I tell you something, even Jesus did cry too, But I tell you, say, Jesus did have a bunch of man with him apart with, Right? And one of them named Lazarus. they dead. And when Lazarus takes sick, him have him two sisters, one named Mary and one named Martha. And them a try to get word to Jesus. We say, boy, Jesus, you better come quick, because your brethren, Lazarus, him there on death bed, it look like him a going to make it, And him dead and I look to see if Jesus a go bust the corner and come round. Not a Jesus. You know when Jesus come? Jesus come when Lazarus dead. When Lazarus kicked the bucket at that time, Jesus come. And you know something? When Jesus come and Mary and Martha tell Jesus, say, why Jesus you want to say, what happened to Lazarus, they are sick and we are try make message reach and thing. And I look like when Jesus sit down and him hear the story, it move him heart so much that him cry, right? And that story in St. John chapter 11 verse 35, so you can go read it for yourself. Yeah, Jesus wept when him hear say Lazarus, Lazarus dead and thing. He might bring back Lazarus still, but I show you say, if Jesus himself can cry, then who's mortal man not to cry? You understand? So, something, talking point is that I think society as a whole and we women will take a sensitive man over an insensitive one any day. And men, if you have to cry, cry. Tears are good for the soul. Them say it cleanse the soul. So don't be ashamed to cry if needs be. Something happened, and it move you in such a way, you cry. An occasion arises that it move you and you need for cry, just shed a tear, man. There's no shame in your game in crying. So nesters, this is my blog for this week, right? And I'm asking you to like my videos, watch them, like them, share and subscribe. So until next time, this is me, Marie, with another view from the closeness. Thank you for watching.